Hi everyone, it's Az here from HeelvsBabyface. Tom just fired a cruise. Missile at the crew of his latest film, Mission Impossible 7. I don't know if it's got a proper title yet, but that's what it's being filmed under at the moment because they weren't following COOF guidelines. Now then, I jumped to the Sun article here because the Sun actually has the full recorded 3 minutes and 31 seconds of glorious Christian Bale-esque ranting here. Now, I'm going to go through some of it and then I'm going to give an opinion about some of it. Furious Tom Cruise tore into workers who broke COOF rules on the set of Mission Impossible 7, screaming, "If I see you doing it again, you're effing gone." And he does say that. The Hollywood megastar has worked tirelessly behind the scenes to enforce tight social distancing rules during the filming taking place in Britannia. I would be us that he gets in ratty with, wouldn't it? And he flew into a rage after spotting two of the crew standing within 2 meters of each other. Just want to stop there for a second. Imagine it was December 16th, 2019, and somebody read that paragraph out to you. You'd think the world's gone mad. Matt, what's wrong with people being within 2 meters of each other? But here we are. An audio tape captured crew shouting, "If I see you do it again, you're effing gone. And if anyone in this crew does it, that's it. And you too, and you too. And you, don't you ever do it again." 50 members of staff at Warner Brothers Studios in Leversden, Hertfordshire, were left stunned by the angry outburst. Two of the crew stood less than a meter away from each other at a computer screen. Cruise, who's 58... 58! Oh, come on, Tom. Give the rest of us a chance, man. 58 years old. Was furious all his efforts to keep filming going during the pandemic could be at risk. And he went on, "They're back there in Hollywood making movies right now because of us. We are creating thousands of jobs, you mother effers. That's it. No apologies. You can tell it to the people that are losing their effing homes because our industry is shut down. We are not shutting this effing movie down. Is that understood? If I see it again, you're effing done. No, you're effing gone. Done, gone, same thing." He repeats over and over again. Here's a picture of him and Hayley Atwell handcuffed on. I would love to be handcuffed to Hayley Atwell. Love to be. Okay. The latest installment of the franchise Mission Impossible 7 has already been a hit. Not a hit. It's not out yet, but it's been a hit. Has already been hit with a host of COOF-related delays as cast and crew travel around the world. In October, the Top Gun actor held crisis talks with the film's director, Christopher McQuarrie, 52, days after 12 people on set in Italy were said to have tested positive. Up to 150 extras were told not to come in to shoot scenes in Venice as health chiefs traced contacts of those who had tested positive. And he was HIV positive about that. After returning to the UK 2 weeks later, Cruise had personally tried to ensure there be no more delays. He's been pictured wearing a mask on set and keeps a constant eye out for rule breakers. He even personally paid £500,000 for an old cruise ship for the cast and crew to be imprisoned on. To isolate on. To isolate on. There we go. There's a image of him looking mad. A source said Tom has taken it upon himself, along with the health of the safety department, to try and force the safety precautions with a view to keep the film running. He does daily rounds to make sure that everything is set up appropriately, that people are behaving and working as safely as they can. He's very proactive when it comes to safety. They added everyone was wearing masks. It was purely that these people were standing under a meter away from each other. It isn't known whether he saw those guys breaking the rules before or whether this was the straw that broke the camel's back. Now, that's the article. Having listened to it, that's why I do advise you to come to the site and listen to it to yourself. When you do listen to it, the things that I've read out, it sounds kind of as if he does have the concern. Oh, it's my Tifa background screen. Do you want to see it again? Tifa! Okay, let's bring it back up. Let's bring Tom back up. So, yeah, it kind of sounds initially like he does have the welfare of the cast and crew behind him. But, you know, Tom Cruise is fucking mental. He's absolutely chicken oriental, that guy. From his Scientologist beliefs to... Have you seen the footage of him at that Scientologist award ceremony where they're literally giving him like medals? What is it? Medals for giving $10, medals for giving $50, but they're literally giving like medals, and he's like saluting, and the crowd are going wild, and it's like, oh my god, he's fucking crazy. I mean, we all saw the jumping up and down on the sofa with Oprah when he got together with Katie Holmes. I mean, I would have done that personally if I'd got together with Katie Holmes. Let's just say there was one reason to watch Dawson's Creek, and it wasn't Dawson's creaky ass. No, it was Katie Holmes. But you know, that sort of stuff you could say, well, you know, he's hamming it up, he's whatever. But the more you kind of get into his rant, the more it kind of just feels like a power trip to him. It kind of feels like he's just on a bit of a power trip. I kind of get a feeling that these Mission Impossible movies are very kind of egotistical for him as well. He's not necessarily making them for our benefit. He's kind of making them for his benefit. Really, this is me in this situation. And I know some of you might think, oh, you've been a bit tight here, Az. You've been a bit cruel here, Az. Look, I got nothing against Tom, but you know, Tom is Tom Cruise in every movie. There's no real range with him. That's why when Tropic Thunder came out, people are just like, oh my god, that guy was Tom Cruise, because that's the first time we've seen Tom Cruise do anything different in 20 years, for goodness sake. But it just, yeah, the way that he kind of went on, and he repeated himself several times over in the rant about people getting fired, it just kind of felt as if a dressing down turned into a bit of a Christian Bale ego trip sort of business. And then every once in a while, he'd chuck in, oh, well, you know, because people have got families and they got to send the kids to college. And then it's about 3 minutes in, about the last 30 seconds, he might have had a little bit of self-realization. And then he's kind of like, you know, because I just want what's best for us. I just want, you know, I just want everything to go okay, type of thing. But it's a very interesting rant. That I thoroughly recommend you all go check out. He is chicken oriental, so there is that too. But yeah, it's just one of those things, I guess. You're wearing your heart on your sleeve. You're doing your pretenders brigade. There's a lot of money at stake, sure. He's forking out prisons for his crew. Maybe he's just overworked and tired, and we've got to give him the benefit. But Yeah, I don't know. I just sort of felt this was a bit of one of those power trips that these pretenders love to have. But I'll let you make your own mind up when you go check it out. Hope you enjoyed the vid. If you did, do get a thumbs up. And also subscribe to the channel. Follow me on social media and YouTube for live streaming. Links are in the description box down below. I'll be back with some more stuff very soon. You take care. Bye for now.